For us to jam for the people. The time has come for us to jam for the people. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the time has come. Okay? Sometimes what we must do is share this with musical friends, Jan and Hither. No! Who are this Jan and Hither? I don't know. I can't speak to it. You know, we haven't shared this to our friends over on KMT land in a while. Let's do that, because we got the KMT going down this weekend. That's right. Our live stream on Friday will be Michael Burrell in the house. He says hi to me and Dylan. We say hi to you. Michael Burrell. Michael Burrell. What's going down? I'll give you a rebel yell. Wow. I gave a little yell there to Michael Burrell. Sometimes you got to give a little yell out. Berg's in the house. Patrick McManus, he must understand us. Patrick McManus, we must understand us. Michael Burrell's coming down from Minneapolis this weekend to see us at Shankster Hall. We're going to rock that joint right down to the ground. First time the KMT has burst into song in public since September. Really, if we're honest. September. The time has come. Matty K in the house. What's going down? Acoustasonic Monday, that's a fact. So we'll have the KMT here Friday afternoon as we do a little live stream here, as we do for Fishman on Friday at 4 p.m. Cinch. And then we're going to beat the feet down to Shank Hall, sound check, and we're going to play down there Friday night here in Milwaukee town. So all of you guys live close. That's not a word. If anyone lives close to Wisconsin, we're playing at Shankster Hall down on the east side of Milwaukee. We'll be there. Dilla James on the drums and the mighty T. Toby Lee Marshall on the doggone organ. Bert says, Little Feat is coming to Milwaukee. Will you be sitting in perchance? Please tell us a story about your Little Feat experience. Well, as a matter of fact, I did talk to my buddy Scott Sherrard yesterday via the telephone, texting back and forth. Then he said, hey, we're coming in March. Would you like to sit in? And I said, well, yeah. So years ago, I got to be friendly with Paul Barrere when we toured Colorado with my band, Rick Cook and the Tune Controls. And because we were buddies with T. Lavitz, and T. Lavitz was in a band with Paul called the Blues Busters that would occasionally get together and do gigs with Catfish Hodge and Larry Zach on the drums and Freebo on the bass. And we did a tour of the hinterlands of Colorado. I can't remember how many dates. It wasn't a whole ton. But we had a great time, and Paul and I hit it off swimmingly. So we started doing stuff. Every time they would come to Summerfest, I would book Fred Tackett, and Paul would play with me on this. I used to do the thing every day at Summerfest for quite some time. And then I would sit in with Little Feat at the fest. I sat in with them many, many times. On so many different songs. A lot of times we'd do Texas Twister, we'd do Dixie Chicken, All That You Dream. What else do we do? Skid It Back, all those crazy jams. And then Paul played on a record of mine called Plays Well With Others, and he actually sang the song Night Owl Now. And unfortunately, Paul passed away a couple of years ago. And then out of a strange, not really that strange, but it's just bizarre. I've known Scott Sherrard for a long time because he lived in Milwaukee for quite some time, but he was in Greg Allman's band for quite some time. And now he is fronting the Feat because he's a great singer, great slide guitar player, great guitar player. And so he's playing in Little Feat as we speak. So anyway, it's crazy. Ghostbusters. Anything from the Grip you'd like to hear? Well, let's see what we could do. You know what we could do? We go. That was a little bit of Dylan the Villain. That was written when Dylan was just a wee lad. Could I happen? No. What would happen if I plugged the Acoustasonic into the Greg amp? It would probably sound like poop. It sounds great through the Loudbox Performer. The Loudbox Performer is what it's going through. Yeah, what's cool about this guitar is I can get a little feedback when I want it, but not when I don't want it. Right? Kind of fun. Kind of cool, kind of fun. Let the games begun. Let the games begun? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. How's everybody doing out there in the in movie land? Sarah, did you hear that? I said movie land. She doesn't like that. Sarah doesn't like when I call the internet community movie land. We can call it whatever we want, right, friends? Music, friendship in the air. Music, friendship everywhere. Did everyone have a good weekend? I was kind of, how about those Packers? #1 seed, and they blew it. I had a bad feeling all along. I remember talking with my brother-in-law at Christmas, and I said, I don't have a good feeling about the green and gold, because every game you're like, they could lose this. Every single game, almost. And lo and behold, they lost, ladies and gentlemen. Shame. Shame. The green and gold, they lost it. The green and gold, they lost it. What are you gonna do? The green and gold, they lost it. Green and gold, they lost it. The green and gold, they lost it. The green and gold, they lost it. They had it all and they tossed it. Aaron Rodgers is no Mr. Rogers, 'cause Fred would seal the deal. He's going to the land of make-believe like they are the Mr. Rogers. But Fred was the king, and he could play piano and sing. But old erroneous Aaron can't get her done. Can't get her done. Can't get it done. Can't get it done. Come on, Aaron. Can't get it done. Go back, Jeopardy. Can't get it done. Can't get it done. Come on, Aaron. Can't get it done. A great sugar buck. I can't get it done. Wow, 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 wow. Another sad and disappointing situation in Green Bay. I don't know what that last part was. That was kind of fun. Oh, wow. It went from weirder to worst. It went from weirder to worst. Oh, what a shame. 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 Mm-hmm. Yes. Rogers will live out his days at the wall. Shame. To Castle Black. That's right. He will live out his days at Castle Black on the Night's Watch. On the Night's Watch. Live out his days at Castle Black on the Night's Watch. The Night's Watch. The loving arms of some wildling. Woo! A lot of crazy talk. We're going to do a little song. I wrote this song years and years and years ago. It's a little groove tune. It's an E again. We're going to do another tune in E. You know why? Because E jangles. You know what? Old Tom Brady almost got it done yesterday. I thought to myself, he almost came back again and won. I thought, this guy gets it done. You may not like the dude, okay? But he gets it done. Am I right or am I right? That's all I'm going to say. I don't know how he would do on Jeopardy. Okay, I don't know what his grasp of minutia of trivia. I don't know. Okay, but I do know that when called upon to seal the deal, he has been proven to be successful in this arena. Okay, I'm just saying. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, folks, for those who don't know what the deal is with this guitar, we've been playing it on our Acoustic Mondays because this is a Fishman outfitted instrument. The Fender Acoustasonic series all have Fishman electronics on board. And this Jazzmaster is no different. It's got a 5-way toggle switch. Each position has 2 sounds that you can blend with this. What looks to be a tone control is actually a blend switch. Okay? And I'm going out of this into, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Slipperfoot with Rolling Stone socks. Slipperfoot, beddle-did-did-do, Slipperfoot, he has returned. Slipperfoot, beddle-did-did-do, he has returned. I'm going into this device right here. That's the Fishman Spectrum Aura preamp. Now, I'm not using any of the images on there because the images are already in the damn guitar. But you got 3-band EQ on there. You got a compressor and output. So it's a juicy, warm analog preamp that I'm going out of that. And you can see there's an XLR, boom, boom, boom. That's going into our Tascam Model 24, going into Logic. And you're hearing that as well as hearing a little bit of the room. I've got... it's going into this creature back here, which is the Fishman Loudbox Performer. And then I have an XLR coming out of the back of that, and it goes into the other room, into the SA330X Fishman line array system, which is a 2-channel thing. You can augment it to an additional 4 channels. But we just have the 2 channels working right now. I got a vocal going through there. And then I also have the guitar going through there, so Dylan can hear what I'm doing in the other room. And then I go out of the back of that into the Tascam Model 24, which also goes into Logic. So you're hearing a little bit of the guitar through there as well. You're definitely hearing the vocals through that as well. And so, real fishy setup, says Lee. I see what you did there. That's all part of the Fishman community. It's all part of this mighty opportunity. Mighty opportunity. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Slipperfoot has returned, Patrick McManus. Slipperfoot. I do it, this little pedal down here is, I've had, oh, sorry, that's the wrong button. The Magnavibe, that's my harmonic, not a harmonic vibrato. It's like the vibrato on a Magnatone amp. And that's made by a company called Bigfoot Effects. Kind of like this Bigfoot. Look at that big old Slipperfoot. I got a big old Slipperfoot coming on strong. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? Will you dig all of the vibrations that we are throwing down? I hope so. It's kind of fun playing that little funky tune. I used to call that the monster mode back in the day, because oftentimes that was my nickname back in the day, Monster. Monst. Because I was big. And when overserved, I would get a little crazy. And people would be afraid. And that doesn't happen anymore. But back then it did. It was called the monster mode. Beware. Take care. Okay? Slipperfoot returns. He certainly does. The love of guitar is contagious, and this crowd's got the sniffles. Oh, I like what you did there. Shucksful, Shucksful, Shucksful's throwing it down. Lee Child says, my new on-order guitar will have Fishman humbuckers on it. I don't blame you, doggone it. I've been posting a few videos on my Instagram. And also a few on the facial book as well, where I did some cream shout outs. I was listening to some, as I do, some bootleg cream stuff, and then I go into the deep dive of getting into that mode. And there's Fishman Fluence Classic humbuckers on my 63 Gibson Memphis 50th anniversary 335. And when I go into that guitar, into my Koch amp, what I do is I go on the lead channel and I put the OTS switch on, and man, it sounds like that sound. You know what the difference is? It's not a 100-watt stack blasting forth in my home. It's loud. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like rattle polyps three miles over loud. You know what I'm saying? Like the Mars Hall would be. Mars Hall. What's my strap? I don't have a strap on. Wait a minute. That sounded weird. I'm not using a strap as we speak. I do have straps. I just don't have one because I'm sitting down in my home. If I stood up, it would be very problematic to get us both in the frame because I'm a big son of a gun. I'm 6'7". Dylan's 6'7". Every time people meet us in person, like, we had no idea you were that big. Well, it's kind of hard to gauge bigness on the Inner's Googles. But you know what are we going to do? You know, it might be time for a little shuffle we haven't done for a while. Cody says, when finished, can you show me the main riff chords? I could do that. That's a tune of mine called 265, ladies and gentlemen. And the main part of the song in A, I'm basically harmonizing. I'm harmonizing the A Mixolydian scale with some triads. So I'm starting up here. Oh, here's A up here. These triads are all on the D string, G string, and B string, so the middle string. So I got A. I'm starting on A. I'm sorry, on the G triad. Sorry, I'm coughing up something. Down to F sharp minor over A. That's E minor over A. Then A7, D over A. And then down to this B minor over A. So I just quick did, if I do a little, just the scale harmonized with the chords, is like. I'll make that one a seventh just for the hell of it. And what's fun about that is you can always just kind of wiggle the chords a little bit. So those are the main chords. And then I just go, when I go to G, go down to G mixed in, back to A. And that goes to C. Can you dig it? Oh, will you dig it? Someone wants to see the sounds in this bad boy, and someone else is saying that this guitar is an abomination. Well, you know what's not for everybody. But in this particular circumstance, it certainly makes my life easier when this room, we just want to turn this thing on and get a good sound, lickety split, and go away, and play whatever I want to play without worrying about first, it's got acoustic strings on it, so it's a 12 through whatever a 12 set is. The wound G string and so on and so forth. Anyways, the different sounds on this bad boy are as follows. I do have it on my thingamabobberoonie here. So this is Rosewood Dreadnought, one way. This is the Mahogany Slope Shoulder. And it's all changed by this control right here. So this is the Rosewood. Here is the Mahogany Slope Shoulder. Blend them both together. For since I was a young boy, So that's the number 5 position on the toggle switch. The number 2 or the number 4 position is a small body mahogany. The other way is the mahogany jumbo. Here's a little blend of both of them. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? Will you dig it? Then we got mahogany jumbo. No, that's 4. We don't want 4. We want 3. Here's 3. It's the auditorium. So in one way, it's the body sensor. Solo looping performance. And then this is the Rosewood Auditorium. Kind of put them both together. Look. Aha! Sorry about that. Something just happened there. I guess I hit the poop button. I hit the poop button. What did I do? I hit the poop button. That's no good for you. I hit the poop button. I hit the poop button. You better watch out! I hit the poop button. I hit the poop button, and something sounded like poop. Like poop. Wow. Woo! Davey asks, is it loud as an acoustic just standalone? No, it's louder. That's without, I don't know if you can hear it through the... It's meant to be plugged in for sure. Can you dig it? What kind of drumstick is Dylan using?
Double.
He's using one drumstick and one blast stick. He's mixing it up for the kids. He's mixing it up for the kids. He's mixing it up for the kids. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He's mixing it up for the kids. That's what he's doing. We're having a good old time here in the room, aren't we? We're having a good old time. Now in this back position, you can unleash some electric sound. That's the overdrive on it. I gotta tune the guitar, that's what I must do. Scooby dooby 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 doo. Ah. Boba doo boo da bo doo boo wana doo doo da da doo 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 da doo da doo da. So that's the electric sound on it. You know, it does a little bit of this, it does a little bit of that. Does a little bit of this, does a little bit of that. I like it on this 5 position. It's my faves for my activities. That's what I like to do. Scooby dooby 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 doo ba doo ba doo doo. Scooby dooby 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 dooby. Food Ghost Blues. Yeah, you know it. Woo! Can you dig it? Will you dig it? Let's do that one. 1, 2, 3. was some ragtime wankery right there for the kids. That was some ragtime wankery. That was a little variation on the Hello Brain. That's that Merle Travis song. Someone will pipe in with it. Sometimes my brain just says, you know what, you're done with that right now. And that's it. The Cannonball Rag, that one's called, ladies and gentlemen. The Cannonball Rag, yeah. Well, this guitar makes it easy to plug in and play loud and get an acoustic sound. Acoustic. That's the way sometimes it's said here in Wisconsin. They say acoustic. Play that acoustic guitar. My mom said, play that acoustic. Can you dig it? I do have, of course, my Martins that are all ready to rock as well, but in our environment here with just Dylan and I rapping it out in this room, it's difficult to crank it up and crank it up, crank it up. That's all there is to it. Can you dig it? Jim asked, well, actually, I do have the next, well, there's two more TrueFire courses that I've already recorded. One is a solo guitar thing, of which there will be some solo blues thing, like I've been doing. And then there's going to be an influences one, 6 different influences, like delve into that. Can you dig it? How much will the little Greg be? Barry, it's going to be right around 1,000. I think it's 11. Right in that neck of the wood. You know, Chris from Koch Amplifiers contacted me the other day and said, hey, give me some text for the amp. And I did. I rattled it off, and I haven't heard back from you. They're supposed to be coming. I think well, they were supposed to ship this month, but then there was another lockdown in the Netherlands. So I believe in February they're going to get on the boat. That is my, this guitar back here is the Joe Bonamassa. The Joe Bonamassa 3 pickup custom that I had outfitted with, thanks to my buddy Ryan Fitzsimmons over at Fishman. Put 3 gold Fluence humbuckers in there, and man, it's super juicy. Super juicy. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. It's that time for us to bid you a fond adieu. We appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, that guitar is an Epiphone, the one behind me. It's an Epiphany. You know, Wildwood sent me one to do a video on it, and I just thought it was cool, so I bought it. And that's all there is to it. And but with the Fishman Fluence pickups on that thing has been weaponized in a pretty significant fashion. They have a pretty beefy neck on that bad boy. Who's calling me? Gary T is calling. Well, Gary, I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of a live stream, Gary. He should know. He should know that. Am I right? Yes, this is Gregor. This is my guitar. That is correct. Someone's going off to Westeros. Be careful out there. It's a ruthless, ruthless community. Westeros. You ever notice you just can't be walking down the road in Westeros without having to kill somebody or to be killed. Like, what the hell, Westeros? Except for that one time when Arya was going up to Winterfell and she ran into that group of soldiers who were nice as pie. Well, when does that happen? That never happens. And because if they weren't nice, she would have killed them all with her many-faced skills. There you have it. Are there different configurations of the Acoustasonic? Yes, there are, Davey. There are indeed. This is the Jazzmaster. There's a Telly, and there's a Strat. And now there's a lesser expensive version of the Telly. They all have different sounds in them. Each guitar has different sounds. Can you dig it? All right, folks. I'm going to be back electrifying on Friday with Toby Lee Marshall will be down. It's going to be a crazy time here in Orange Room. I don't know if you all are prepared for it, but we're going to be here. And it's going to be crazy. Folks, thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Because we are Greg and Dylan of House Koch, a proud kingdom of Westeros. And our saying is not winter is coming. It's not the Lannisters always pay their debts. It's just pound the damn gristle. Okay? There you go. All right. Knights of the Orange Table. I like that. I'm with you. Nick asks a good question. When will getting some more Gristle Kings in stock? As a matter of fact, they're en route, so I will make sure to let you know when they are back in stock on the website. I'll say something on the Intergoogles. I'll say, hey, they're back. They're back. You better doggone attack. I said, they're back. They're back. Will my tickets for New Year's Eve work at the Shank Hall? Of course, Scott Larson. They will indeed. So come. It's going to be a good old time. Toby Lee Marshall, Dylan James Koch, myself. We are going to fire it up. It's been a while since we played in that configuration. We might be a little rusty, but it's come back quick. It's going to come back quick. And it's going to be wild. We're going to play some crazy jams. We'll rehearse here online for your listening and dining pleasure. And then we're going to pack up and go down to Shank Hall in beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And we're going to rock, okay? And that's all there is to it. So spread the word. If you know friends in Milwaukee, get a hold of them and say, hey, there's going to be a sonic explosion on the east side of Milwaukee on Friday night at the hands of the mighty KMT at Shanks Hall. So if you have anything that's ailing you, any kind of soul sickness, come. And we will douse you with delicious, soul-invigorating musics. Let the notes shower over you. Bathe in our pungent tones. That's a tall order, but you know what? We're up for it. That's what we're going to do. All right, folks. That's all. Yeah, that's for the young wildlings. Yes, the young wildlings will take to the night with their fermented goat's milk. And they will get their swerve on and maybe brandish an axe or two. Nothing wrong with any of that stuff. It'll be good for your corns. That's a fact, Kyle. You got some corns, they need healing. Come on down to Shankster Hall Friday night. We're going to soothe and protect. Sounds like a hemorrhoid medicine. But you know what? I don't want to say we're going to cure that, but you never know what'll happen. You know what? So many polyps for popping. Wow, Lee, is that the jump we made? I think it is. Nothing wrong with it either. You know, doggone it. It's not a Dothraki wedding without at least a few deaths. So that's a fact. That's what I'm to understand. That's it. Witch hazel works for that. You are correct. Witch hazel is the remedy for the peekabooer. All right, I better get out of here. We'll see you later.